All right, we should be live. It should be up and going.
Let's see how we're doing.
Fucking bullshit.
You know what? It's all right. Things like this happen, and
It's annoying.
it is annoying. Let's see how we're doing.
All right. Yeah, we're good.
You know
We're
what?
on.
It's all right.
We're on?
Things like this happen.
Yeah. If you guys want to see the intro, check out the 3-minute clip before this one.
It's it's so funny because it just doesn't end. We don't ever get to a point where it's fine.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I still hear echo in my fucking ear, though.
I do too. It's so funny because
You guys hear an echo?
if anybody hears an echo, let me know.
Perfect, Madalena
All right,
says.
wonderful.
I still
Okay,
hear echo in my
guys.
fucking- Oh.
I do too. Oh, that was in the background.
Duh.
Everybody shut
idiots.
down the sound, turn off all the things, and get in my fucking show. Let's get this started. So we have so many exciting things I want to talk about this week. I don't want to get off main topics. We are here to talk about marriage, sex, kids, intimacy.
All the things are here now, too.
All the things. Oh,
Yeah.
all the pictures. Okay. We're going to get to some UFO chat, alien chat. First, let's start off. Let's jump right into it.
Jump.
Jump.
Juff.
Let's jump
Let's
right
do
into
that.
it.
We'll juff. As soon as I figure out what that is, we're going to do it.
It's like a jump, but it's a jump.
All right.
Let's get to it. When you are in a relationship, married, whatever, dating, intimacy changes, sex changes. When you start, it's sex, it's fucking, it's lust. You get past the 6 months to a year, it turns to lust, kind of getting into a routine. Then you get to like the passion because you start to really fall in love. Passion turns into a more intimate experience. And I want to know from everybody who is in relationships, what do you rather? You know, some people like to have crazy sex all the time. Some people like to make love, or they're into making out. You know, what is it that gets you to click and push for like more? I mean, we're pretty exciting. I gave my husband a very amazing thank you this morning because he is very passionate, and it could be a crazy night. We could be going at it, and he'll still stop and look at me and tell me he loves me in the middle. And it's really a turn on for me to have him just stop in his sweat, in his panting, and just grab my face. And he's like, I love you. I think that's so hot.
I agree.
Do you think that like, I mean, is it lame to feel that way? Do you feel like you could get into it more, or has it gotten better over the years? That's what I feel like. It gets better every fucking time.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have that experience? You know, after being together for so long, you sometimes will get tired of your partner. I mean, I get groped every day. I'm loving it. I'm happy. But just what is everybody else like? Everybody else is, thank you so much for the couple goals. You know, everybody else goes through these ruts. Do you tell your partner, this is getting boring?
Yo, Erin, I want to say sorry, by the way.
What?
She was in before, and I said some coarse things to her.
Why?
Because her message was retracted, so I thought she was being fresh.
Oh.
But no, she actually took it back herself. Yeah, so I just wanted to say my bad.
Yeah, my husband normally is a good dog, but if he feels angry, he's like a pit bull.
Look at my message, the
I
type
am.
part.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So, yeah, he meant no harm. He sometimes just goes off the handle. And welcome to the show, Erin, if you're new here. So what we're talking about is, how do you express to your partner, I'm getting bored, or this isn't for me? You know, Rocky and I, we go through these things where I'll complain that I clean a lot, or I feel like I'm in a routine, but the sex never fucking dies. It is hot and passionate. I mean, we probably could make a lot of money if people wanted to pay to watch. Mm-hmm. But it's hot all the time. I want to know, how does everybody else deal with their relationships like that? If you're not happy, do you say something?
I think you have to, right?
I mean, some people won't though, and they'll stay in the rut. They'll stay in the routine. They
Looks
won't
like you're in a
change.
rut. We got you a new shirt. You're gonna get you out of that rut. I'm not
Right.
in a rut.
Wait, what?
Always Sunny reference.
Oh, you definitely went over my head with that. I don't know if references. You would say something, you know. People I feel are too scared to be themselves and to say how they feel. I think that's one of our really positive qualities of a relationship. We don't hold any punches back. We don't say, "Oh, I'm fine," and no, yeah, this is the problem. Let's fix the problem. Sex is one of the main problems in everyone's relationships. Either they're not having enough, or they're having it too much and it's boring, or you know, they're wanting something more. The other person won't be into it. You know, you have to come to a compromise, happy medium. How you're gonna have, what kind of relationship you're gonna have. I just feel like it's important to say, this isn't what I like, or this is what I like, and I feel like, you know, the flame should never leave, especially within the first 20 years. I mean, flame leaves 6 months for people.
Monster Guy, head over to Super Ugly Show on YouTube and call in or write in the chat, and we'll answer that question for you. Super Ugly Show on YouTube. We're live right now.
Wow, he just went and did a Periscope on my show.
Yeah, I just got us
So
more.
you're fired. No.
Well,
Yep.
good luck with all that then.
Oh, yeah? I don't think
Let's see you
so.
work all this.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, so anyway, I wanted to talk a little about it, you know.
You realize technically I'm the boss. It is our channel.
You're
Can't
not the
fire
boss
the boss.
of me. You're not the boss of me. You don't tell me what to do. Sometimes. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. But no, for real. I want to hear from everybody in the room, you know, besides telling them, would you try to change your relationship? Do you cheat? You know, do you go online and jerk off? Do you satisfy yourself before, you know, do you do it after? What do you do to fix that?
You gotta get one out before work.
That was fucking
Excuse
disgusting.
me. Sorry.
Look at your face right now. You know I want to kill you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, but you got to get one out during work. I mean, before work, during, on your lunch break, you know. Some people are just horned up. They just got a nut all the time. There's this slow kid that cleans up the warehouse. And people tell me all the time they hear him in the bathroom just cranking away.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he's just fucking going to town in there. There's this other weird guy. We have these people that clean the office and stuff. They're a little, you know, touched. And say I'm dropping a deuce, and he comes in to clean the bathroom. This kid just starts talking to himself.
Are you fucking
I
kidding
swear
me?
to God. And like full-blown conversations. He'll be like, no, but I told her that we weren't going to go there. And then yesterday she told me, and there's no one else in the bathroom.
She's talking to his hand.
I don't know who he's talking to, but... Oh, we got a call.
Let's see.
Oh, it's our favorite. It's our favorite. Welcome to This Is Life. Mads, how are ya, honey?
Hey, how's my guys doing? Yeah.
Oh, we miss you.
Oh, I miss you guys too. Oh, it's been such a crazy week, kids. Ugh.
Tell me, you got something to tell me?
Of course.
Your
This whole
story.
discussion. Of course, well, you know I always have stories, but you know, right? So I'm dating somebody new. Been almost 2 months, and what you guys said, like, you know, like, you got to tell them. So I said, like, you know, you're doing this, but I like this, this, and that. Now he's a fucking animal. Like, I turned him into an animal. I don't know what to do now.
Just have sex.
Well, most guys are. It takes sometimes for some men for the woman to kind of like push him a little bit.
For comfort.
Yeah. Now me, I'm an aggressor.
You are aggressor.
But he
Yeah.
was like, listen, he's a lot bigger than me. He's a lot bigger guy than me. You know, I'm 5'4". You guys know I'm not that tall.
Well, how's he in the
5'4".
sack? Because, I mean, if you're thinking it's too much.
No, he's good, but now it's even fucking better. And, like, he's, like, out of control now, and it's amazing. So it's like you have to fucking speak up and say, like, well, I don't like this, but, like, do this. I like this. Say this. Like, you have to. Like, I'm sorry. Life is too short. I'm going to tell you what I want.
Yeah, and also, if they say, call me a bitch, I call you a bitch.
Exactly.
Do you like that kind of talk, Mads? Like if in the heat of the moment he's like, "Oh, you fucking whore, you dirty bitch," is that too far?
No, whore's fine, dirty bitch. I'd be like, wait, what? Go fuck yourself. But no, whore's fine, slut's fine, but bitch, don't call me a bitch.
Oh,
No.
I don't mind it at all. Sometimes he'd be like, "You're my fucking whore," and I'm like, "You goddamn right I am."
Yeah, that exactly. That's like,
All night.
It's like, oh, here we go. Hold on, everybody.
It's good. It's good. Can't settle for lame sex. Absolutely not. And here's the funny thing. Girls think they can't be the lame one, but boy, are you guys wrong. I've been in situations where I'm just like,
Any help around here?
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you look at them like, have you done this before? It's just
I
bad.
hear that all the time. Like girls just lay there, they don't say nothing. Like, oh, I like your sounds, or like you say stuff. I'm like, yeah. Like, wait, who have you been having sex with? Like, wait, what?
Yeah, it can't be quiet.
What's even worse though is a girl that's too loud. I had this one girl, she was like a donkey. She was like, nah, nah, nah. Taylor's in the other room. He's like, what the fuck were you guys doing in there? I'm like, I don't know what that was. It was very, like, it was so bad it threw me off where I fake came. I was like, okay, I'm done.
You got to find that happy medium.
Like, I know I'm good, honey, but Jesus, take it down a peg.
The noises always get me. I can't, you hear porn. That's the thing we were talking about. I can't have porn in the background because I hate the stupid noises. It's more realistic if I'm like, oh, you fucking want me? You like this? It's that. You talk sexy. I'm not like, yeehaw, like.
Yeah, no. You're kind of quiet for the most part until explosion. And even then, during the explosion, you're still kind of just like you get frozen, kind of.
Do that again? That's how you get frozen?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't get frozen.
You kind of like clam up and
Let it go,
get
Olaf.
tense.
Let it go.
She's not a big noisemaker.
That's after I done told you to fuck me.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I don't just say nothing.
No. She's not sitting there silent. That would be weird.
I'm a dirty
Imagine
talker.
someone. We talked about this before, I think, on my show. If someone just sat there with their eyes wide open, completely silent,
And just moved?
yeah, like you're riding the guy and he's just standing there, arms to the side, like.
Yeah, no.
How fucking weird would you be? How weirded out would you be?
Yeah, I'd be like, no, this needs to stop now.
Watching myself on camera
I
was
love
so
this
funny.
talk. Continue on. Everybody else call in.
Yes,
I
love you,
all.
Mads. Thanks for calling, babe.
I'll see you next week, kids.
See
Love
you next
guys.
week.
Later, Mads.
Bye.
Madalena, everyone.
That's
She's
Mrs.
such a treat.
Madalena. We love her. She's the blonde of the show. So back to what I was saying, I think it's super important to be everything your lover needs. This is why a lot of relationships have issues, either they gained weight, they don't fuck the same, their pussy isn't as tight, the dick doesn't feel as big because they're loose, or it changes everything. So if you're conscious, you're on top, you're on point, you keep yourself tight, he keeps himself together. Sex it's gotta be all the time.
Now, we were talking about this, me and Anna, because she's like, who is Hugh Hefner? So I'm explaining to him, like, he's this old man who would fuck young blonde girls, pretty much, that own Playboy. And she's like, I could never do that.
It's
That's
disgusting.
so gross. Now, wait, do you think those girls were actually fucking him, though?
Yes, of course. You think he's making them famous for
At
no reason?
80-something years old?
If that's what Viagra's for.
I don't know.
I think he's
at that
fucking
point he's fucked so many chicks he probably just wants companions. Just think about it. Hugh Hefner's had his numbers got to be astronomical.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, he had sex with a lot of people, but at the same time, if he's still got a ticker, why wouldn't he be a dicker?
I guess.
Right?
I guess. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
So I'm going to switch it up a little bit and roll right into the next subject that I want to talk about. First, let's start by talking about humans and other universes. Of course, we can't possibly believe that we're the only atmosphere with living people or living things, right? Do you think we're the only atmosphere with
Atmosphere?
Well, I mean, no, the only
Planet, universe.
Planet. I meant smartass. Atmosphere. Get punched.
I mean, I think there's living things elsewhere. I guess.
How do you explain, okay, The pyramids. You
Slaves.
think that slaves were able to get up that high, build these...
They built scaffolds and ramps and stuff like that. They were slaves.
With what? Trees?
Yeah, wood, stuff like that.
No tools?
Well, I mean, what tools would they need? They'd have, like, pulley systems and stuff.
How would they make the rock so smooth?
I don't know. Sand it?
With a sander?
No, but, you know, you figure it out. You got ways.
Okay, so...
And these things weren't built overnight. They took fucking probably decades and decades and decades to build.
Or they had help.
Or, yeah, but, you know, now we're speculating, so...
Right. Speculating is okay when you think about other things that could possibly be. We don't have any facts except for stories read on the news.
The hieroglyphs. Just saying, they're there. You would see people with whips whipping people and guys moving big blocks.
Where would you see them? They had no cameras and videos back then?
No, hieroglyphs. The drawings.
Oh, the drawings. That's my earpiece. I'm thinking you're talking about like video. I'm like, there's no video.
No.
I don't know what hieroglyphs are.
Hieroglyphs.
Whatever.
Something out there. Ancient aliens made me a believer.
I watched that too, Eric.
Aaron Schniff, you already changed your profile picture? How'd you do that? That was amazing. She had a different picture before.
Oh, yeah. So I feel like I would be very closed-minded to think that we were the only people around. So I did a little investigating. Did you know that in every human being, there's one gene they cannot explain, they don't know what it is, or where it came from?
Yeah, the human body's funny that way.
Maybe, and or we have been...
Fucking aliens.
Into breeding. Not so much fucking aliens, but you hear of people who are taken, you hear of people who have had experiences, sightings. You think an alien has to impregnate you or whatever to touch you. It couldn't be through... other abilities?
I don't think so. No, here's my reason why. Every person you ever hear talk about, I've been abducted, I did this, they're fucking these whacked out redneck.
Wouldn't you be if you were taken into space and
They
probed?
were whacked out even before that. This hillbilly fucking cousin fuckers and shit.
How do you know that that's just everybody? There could be people who have actually had experiences. Let's talk about those experiences.
There could be, but there could not be.
I looked up in the United States how many sightings we had, and I started from 2000 because, let me tell you, it went back to 1942.
Now, before you start on this whole trek, let's just remember here, UFO does not mean space alien.
No, it means unidentified object.
Yes, which could be a weather balloon, which could be a military testing object, which could be a million things other than aliens.
That is, I get that, but that's
Okay.
what they tell you.
Yes. Who's they?
Everybody who covers up or doesn't cover up, the government, the people. Who do you think they want us to know if they were aliens? We'd have mass hysteria
Why
everywhere.
would we have mass hysteria?
Because people be scared.
They're not here.
How do you know?
Are we scared of the ocean? There's things in the ocean
that's
that,
different.
You know.
Ocean doesn't come into your home. Or
All right, well then gorillas or bears, we just live
people
with them.
are afraid of animals.
Yes,
like that.
but you adjust and you evolve and it becomes the norm.
Right, but okay. So check this out. So I understand that, but now there's this man that I looked up.
What man are you looking up?
His name is Nick Pope, and he used to work for the Area 51 project, okay? 1985 to 2006.
Yo, Solo Russo, you got one chance. If you fuck around at all, you're thrown out. I'm letting you know now.
Okay. He was working on a project, and it was from 91 to 94.
Who was this again? I'm sorry, I missed the beginning of
Nick
this.
Pope.
Okay.
Okay. And it was stating that there was a threat. We were having a threat, and they were wondering if it was anything that we needed to worry about. We had a couple of sightings. Actually, a lot in the Illinois, might I add. Arizona, of course, Mexico, Texas. And there was one in New Jersey, which found out to be a hoax. That was the closest one to us. But when he was researching and finding things out, they immediately shut him down, and said that there is no immediate threat. The project is shut down, and he was fired.
This is like the water car guy.
Right. So he now is going around.
Except he was mysteriously murdered. You ever hear that story?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this guy, actually I didn't check to see if he was still alive, but it was saying that he was going around and telling everybody the things that he knew. Mm-hmm. he said that there was a point in time where there was this UFO. It was in Hawaii, and where are you?
Ooh, Kay's big into this.
Yeah.
She's writing stuff. Check this out. Look at this. Area 51 is just the tip. You know, that's funny.
True.
That's what Jess says to me before we really get going. Just the tip.
It's, you know what? Fucking pig. But it's true. There was in 1 year, January 19th, January 26th, and January 29th in '07, that the same aircraft was seen in Arkansas, North Carolina, and Honolulu.
All right, so the Hawaii ones.
Yes, the Hawaii one. Let's show the Hawaii one. Now, I sent 2 images. Now, these images are just lights, right? If I'm right? No. There was a turquoise cylinder. This was turquoise cylinder. I wrote down all these different things, guys, because let me tell you, when I was investigating and looking at these pictures, it really had me interested. I can't see. Yes.
Okay, let me blow it up a little.
This is what they saw.
Okay. Now, can I just, before you get going, say what this looks like to me?
Go ahead.
Looks like someone had their phone or camera in their hand, spun around under a street lamp, and took a bunch of pictures. And that's what they got. But go ahead.
I definitely don't think that would be what that was.
That's what it looks like to me. I'm just saying. That's my opinion.
Okay, well, it could be your opinion. So this one craft they saw 3 different times in Arkansas, and North Carolina, and Honolulu in '07. And before that, there was '06, '04, 2000, other ones that I saw that were all Illinois, okay? And the shape was a triangle, it was silent, and it was hovering.
Okay.
All right? Now, the one that really has me is in January 2008, Texas residents in Stephenville, okay, said that there was a 1.5 miles long and a 0.5 mile wide object floating, and that there were 2 U.S. Air Force fighting jets following and going after it.
Okay. Is this the video, the picture we have here?
Let me see, pull it up.
I gotta find the right one. Hold on. Oh.
Nope, not that one.
No, well, I'm gonna take that one down. Which one was it?
You'll see, it's like a long.
No, I remember seeing the picture. I just don't remember which one it is. Maybe it was this one? No. Let's see. That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's the long one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you see the planes behind it. So when this was coming out, everybody who was researching it, going crazy, trying to figure out what it was, there was a lot of people who saw this. This wasn't just one person. And the government and the Air Force had stated they had no aircraft at that time in the air, and it must have been an illusion of 2 commercial airplanes.
Now, hold on a second.
And a shadow.
Even if they did have something top secret in the air, why would they admit to it? So let's say this is a top secret military flying vehicle.
Right.
They're not going to be like, yeah, that was us.
Of course they're not. But that's what my point is. They're never admitting it. Every single one of these cases that I looked up, which is 10, they were all left either open, closed, shut down, and it's kind of crazy because you're like, well, we want to know what the end result is, and there is none for any of these. Now, in 2014, August, in Texas is where we saw those lights in the sky.
Texas.
Yes.
I got this one.
That was 2014.
That one?
Yes.
That's the one?
No.
No?
No, you see a whole bunch of lights.
All right, I think it's this one then.
It's like 6 lights or something.
There we go.
Yes.
All right, let me drop down these other 2.
Okay. I'm telling you, when I saw these pictures, I was like, I have to show them for everybody to see.
There's the big shot of it, and now I'm going to shrink it down a little so we can see us. Okay?
Okay.
Alrighty then.
So that's what they had saw in Texas. The most recent case I was able to find was February 19th of 2018, New Mexico. No. February 19, 2018 is now. I must have 2017. I must have that every year wrong.
All right. Either way.
New Mexico and Arizona. Numerous people were reporting that there was repeated something like repeatedly flying over them. And now the people that were reporting it were
Is this
pilots. That no.
one? Okay.
You'll see planes and a shadow up above. That there was an object that was humongous that was floating 40,000
This one.
feet above them. Yep.
Okay.
That they were flying, and there was a huge object high up and above them. That, you know, planes usually go 30,000 feet. This was about 40,000 feet. But
They're not 40,000
But they
feet
could
up.
see the shadow.
Look how close they are to the trees.
What trees?
These trees right here. That's a tree line. Look how far they are from the tree
Yeah,
line.
but that's just like a picture image. It's a lot higher than you
I
probably
understand
think.
that, but if they were 40,000 feet up, it would be you wouldn't even see the tree line. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know how tall the trees are.
They're not 40,000 feet.
You never know.
No, I do know. There's no trees 40,000 feet.
Maybe. So that one, they had closed it out. Basically said it was a high altitude air balloon.
Yeah, I believe it.
You really think that?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not into this whole alien thing. You know that.
It's not about being into it, but
I'm a huge skeptic.
Some things have to make sense.
Well, why does it... Here's my thing with this whole subject and all these subjects. It's why does that have to be the answer, though?
Well, what else could be up there so big?
Again, military testing, you know, maybe some idiot in his backyard decided to build a rocket or something. People do shit like that. They build
rocket?
Think about that dumb... Remember that dumb guy that put his kid in that fucking balloon a few years ago?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
That's what I'm talking about, though. The fucking kid was missing or something. And the dad had, like, sent him up in the balloon, but then he didn't. I don't know. But there was the fucking weather balloon thing that this dad built and fucking let off in the air.
With his kid in it.
I don't remember if the kid was actually in it or not, but he was missing and he said he was in it. But then I think the dad was lying that he wasn't in it. And I don't know. They were just trying to get on TV or something.
Oh, my God. That's a pretty fucked up thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. That's people.
I know. I get it. But that's also not just us people. It's also the people above us that can cover things. They can hide things.
Yes. All right, but nowadays, let's think about this. This isn't 1997.
Right.
Everybody has one of these.
Yeah.
Everybody has a camera.
Well, there's
right at
pictures
their-
for this 2017, and there's pictures
Yes.
for this 2014.
There's always some grainy picture or some wavy video. And in the past 18 years, where we all have had access to cameras immediately, no one's gotten a clear image. No one's gotten a clear video.
It's kind of hard, and it's probably in the moment. You know, who really thinks at that second because you're stunned? You know, you're in that moment of, what the fuck is that?
Then how come before the cell phone era, people would have these images that you're like, how did he get that?
Exactly, because they didn't even have the technology to edit videos back or pictures
No, of
back
course
then.
they did. Well, don't be crazy. Yes,
Not
they
the
did.
technology we have now.
No, now we can do it from our phones, but yes, photo editing has been around for a very, 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 very long time.
Like 1942?
Probably.
Really?
Yes.
That's when this started. Well, that's when these started in the United States.
Because you just take one picture, lay another over it, the two negatives, and then you develop that, and then that's how it works.
Really? You could do that?
Yes.
I've
That's how they would do it in the movies back in the day. You just layer over things. So someone can, fake a thing, a UFO or whatever, put it over the original picture, like say this was the picture, and then you put the thing over it, take a picture of it, develop it, and boom, you got a fake picture.
Have you ever worked in photography before?
Yes.
Fucking jack of all trades. Yeah. No, but for real though. And so the gene that we can't figure out what it is, the pyramids, these sightings we see.
Now here, look, you made me download this one.
Go ahead.
And I even titled it fake because look at this. No one thinks this is a real picture. I'm going to make this one extremely big. We're going to cover the whole thing. Look at that. That is not a real picture.
Well, that's the picture that was in the article.
Yeah, well, it's fake. That is 100%. That is the
This is what the people described, and I think that they
came up with a picture of it. Okay.
Because they said the red triangle.
Because you were selling this as a real image.
No, this is the images I found in the articles. I wanted to put what I found.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't draw it myself. Well, maybe I did.
Let's see. Did we use this one yet? All right, here's another one.
Let's pull this open. I'll tell you which one it is once I see it.
It's Illinois.
Oh, okay. This one, now this same object, they have seen 3 separate times, years between. So it was January 5th, 2000, August 21st, 2004, November 7th, 2006. All 3 in the Illinois picked out this this picture of what it would look like, and someone snapped a picture, and they have no explanation for it. Nobody has even solved those 3. They're all still open. I just feel like there's a lot of open ends. And if there are another species or there's other people that we're living with, now we'll roll into the next subject. You hear people say reptilian.
Reptilians.
They say tall whites, the grays.
Well, one at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, we're going to pull them up, the pictures.
Here's the reptilians. Now, Louis C.K. once accused Donald Rumsfeld.
Who's that?
He's like an attorney general or something. He's some government guy. Once accused him of being a lizard and kept repeatedly asking him, "Are you a lizard?" And then he refused to answer the question.
Really?
Yeah, this was on Opie and Anthony. If you put in Louis C.K. Donald Rumsfeld, the clip's on YouTube, and he said, "I heard you're a lizard. Are you a lizard person?" And he's like, "I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer."
Well, I would have answered saying, no, I'm not.
Of course. Why wouldn't you say no? Now, this thing is more believable to me than anything because that situation. Like, why wouldn't you deny it?
Right.
Like, of course I'm not a fucking reptilian.
Yes, yes.
Like, what kind of crazy nonsense is that? But this man just refused to deny it. Like, he didn't refuse to deny it, but he didn't deny it and then just refused to answer the question.
You know, because I feel, again, like another species, if they blended, it would be just skin. You wouldn't know what was under.
Like They Live, that Roddy
Right.
Piper movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and I know so many people who are like, they're walking among us. And I don't think that I don't think the aliens are green little fucking men that jump out of a goddamn ship. I think we are interbreeded. We are not just human. We're not. How do we go from fucking monkey cavemen to what we are today?
Evolution.
Evolution with help. What do we just all of a sudden we had sex with somebody with no hair and now we don't have hair all over our arms and face?
Millions and millions of years. It's the same with the Moors and the Sicilians. Like, it was a long time of, mixing and creating. And again, that's why we're dark skin, dark eyes, dark features, bigger lips. It's evolution. You change the dynamic of things.
I feel like there's more in between. Let's pull up the grays.
And that's a recent, kind of thing to kind of point to and be like, well, look at that.
Now, these grays, let me have you know, are supposed to be the
These
bottom
are the ones
feeders.
everybody knows.
Yeah, these
everybody
are bottom
knows
feeders.
these.
They do all the work. They come down, take people, they do things, they find out research. They're like the slaves of the aliens, is what they say. They do all the dirty work. And the next ones, okay, guys, prepare yourself. They're called the tall whites. Now, these are what they consider to be blended with human and more alien than human, and some of us are more human than alien. So these, okay, what scared me, look so human.
But who's seen these?
Yet not.
To even...
This was part of, what's his face? Where is he? Nick Pope's information. All these 3 were part of Nick Pope's and also Wikipedia. I found some of the definitions of what they were. Mm-hmm. Now, these pictures...
Now, you do know Wikipedia, like, I can go there right now and change it, right?
You can do things to it, yes. Yeah. But what I was reading, I had left it actually open on your browser, the definitions of what kind of species they say are out there. And there's a lot more than these 3. But these 3 tend to be the most seen, the most known of, most talked about.
Yeah. Well, the grays, I mean, everybody knows. Those are like the official alien image is the grays.
Right.
So, you also have the Hopkinsville Goblin.
Yes.
Nordic Aryan aliens, reptilians and reptoids, grays, flatwoods monster, tall humanoid with a spade-shaped head.
Oh my god, that thing is crazy creepy looking. I didn't get a picture of that because I just felt like that looked unreal.
Most of these do. Like, most of these are like the Martians you would see in a movie or something.
Yeah, so that's why I picked these 3. I feel, again, They are more realistic. They're more believable. And again, I'm not saying that a UFO is going to come out and these little people are going to come running around. But I am open to there is other things going on in our universe. There has to be other life.
Why does there have to be?
Because we can't be the only planet that has evolved into a living place, right?
I believe in evolution. I believe in the simpler things. I'm very black and white, and you know this. You know.
I know this is why you're the perfect person to
Like
talk about
I
it.
like to see hard evidence in front of me. You know how I know dogs exist? Because I've seen them.
Right.
You know how I know crickets exist? I've seen them.
Well, because they say, all right, here's another thing. So Area 51, my brother took me there when I went to visit him in California. We drove through to Vegas, and we stopped at Area 51. And when I went there, I felt so uncomfortable. I mean, I immediately got tight in my chest. I felt like I didn't really want to get out of the car. He was like, let's go in the gift shop. Let's go see the museum. I was immediately uncomfortable.
Now, Erin wrote this. I feel like another species would be smart enough to not be seen. But again, I don't understand. Why would you not want to be seen?
Because maybe they have a deal. Maybe there's a deal, right? So I also heard stories that the government and them have a deal. They can come and learn, but they can't fuck with the people, right? So that's why when some of these stories get out, it's more or less they have to cover it, because I think if people knew there were aliens, I'm not kidding, you can't say someone's fat without them getting offended, let alone knowing there may be an alien in your school. It will start shit everywhere.
I think you're not giving humans
You get
enough
picked
credit.
on if you dye your hair. Let them find out you're half alien, then you're going to be a fucking...
You're gonna be a superstar. Everyone
Not
wants to
really.
hang out with the alien.
Nobody wants to hang out with
I
the
want to
aliens.
hang out with the alien. If it's Paul, I want to hang out with him.
It's not going to be Paul, and
How do you know it's not going to be Paul?
because that's not how it works. Or maybe it does work. I
No,
don't know.
it doesn't. Well, there is no how it works.
I don't know how it works, actually. And to be honest, I want to know. I think I wanted to know more or less, was I the only person that looks at this and goes, it could be.
So if there were aliens and you had access to the knowledge and you were able to know, you would want to know.
Yeah.
Would you be able to keep it to yourself?
Yeah.
I don't think you could.
I definitely could. I have a good vault. I mean, I do talk to you about everything, but besides you, you know I have a good vault.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know. This whole alien thing, conspiracy stuff, that's just not my thing. I just think it's all just people just ramping up other people, and then conspiracy theories start spinning out of control, and like the whole 9/11 thing. The same people that believe in aliens are the same ones that think 9/11 didn't happen.
I definitely believe 9/11. Obviously, we know 9/11 happened. I would like to not think that we knew anything about it before it happened.
Well, we might have had intel about something may have been happening, but not exactly like this plane, this time.
Right, but you know, we should have.
What, grounded every plane for how long?
No, not grounding planes, but maybe been a little bit more secure about who was getting on the plane.
Well, we were very relaxed with security, and now everyone bitches about security. And they
Right.
forget at 9/11, everyone's like, oh, I gotta take my shoes off. It's like, well, you could do that, or fly into a building.
Right.
Your choice.
You choose, but everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's America. That's people. They're so quick to forget. And that's my point. Like, conspiracies. There's, like, again, 9/11. Thousands of people, tens of thousands of people would have to be involved in this conspiracy.
Right.
There's no way you can cover that up.
No.
Someone.
And I'm not saying they could cover it up, but what I am saying is maybe we could have tried a little harder to be on point. You know, we know when people are, they can listen to our phones. They know what we're doing, how we're doing it. They have cops and FBI that can figure out who's selling weed. You can't find out that someone's taken over a fucking plane.
Trial and error. You know, like, you know, things get fucked up and then you go, oh, that's where our hole was. Let's plug it.
Right, and I get it. I do. I'm just saying. Everything. I'm very open to everything. I don't believe what I read. I don't believe what I hear. I like to believe what I see.
Like, what about the Loch Ness Monster? Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster?
All right, so I do believe in sea creatures. You know that because we've seen them. I don't necessarily believe that it's a Loch Ness monster, but I do believe maybe there is something in there that's big. I mean, look at the shark they just found. What was that thing called that they just found? These things may be at the bottom of the ocean. They may be at bottom of places where they're now coming up. I don't know.
Nessie, Nelly, what's the fuck, whatever the thing's name is. It's in a lake. Like, and this has been going on.
So this lake, is it leak into any big body of water?
I'm not exactly sure, but this has been going on for like 70 years, 60 years, this whole Loch Ness Monster, maybe even longer.
So is it still alive or a new one came?
Well, and that's what I was going to say. How long does this thing live? And how come we don't have scuba divers or some kind of submarine device
underneath
just
there,
scouring the whole lake and then going, guess what, there's nothing here, or holy shit, I found the Loch Ness Monster?
Why haven't they done that yet?
Good question.
Oh, that's a good question.
I know the water is very murky in the lake, but again, if you get one of those submarine devices and shit with the lights and whatever,
or one of those things that crawl on the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
It's the same with Bigfoot, all these things. I'm like, in this day and age, there's too many cameras around.
Again, though, like with Bigfoot, I wouldn't doubt a crazy human being fucking a big, huge, maybe
gorilla,
a monkey
bear?
or a bear and turning into something like that.
You can't crossbreed like that. You have to have the same DNA structure to be able to breed.
Yeah, but you're telling me, all right.
Like, you can't just go fuck a dog and become pregnant from a dog.
Really?
Of course. That can't happen.
No?
No. You're biologically made up differently. There's no way that can happen. Just like a fucking
I'm
cat
gonna look that up.
Can't get pregnant by a dog.
What can't get pregnant?
A cat.
A cat can't get pregnant by a dog.
Of course not. They're different species.
Can a duck fuck a chicken?
See, birds, I'm not sure how it works because, again, all dogs, while they're different breeds,
right?
I don't know if the same thing applies to birds. I don't know.
A donkey and a horse.
Yeah, exactly. While they're different breeds, their structure's the same, essentially.
So a horse can fuck a donkey.
So that's why, like, a lion can fuck a panther.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Cats, right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I guess that makes sense. I'm going to look more into that because I need to know. Yes, Kay, I see you. Sorry, baby. What were you saying? Give it to me, Jess. Give me TK. Give it to me, Jess.
Where is she? I'll look.
She wrote Jess. So I wanted to hear what she has to say. These are all things I want to look up, and I'm going to have a really cool show for next week, let me tell you. Crossbreeding.
What about the
chickens and
giant
cats.
mummies who are redheaded that they actually have bodies of? I'm still torn on that shit. Do we consider them to be human? I'm going to say alien. I've never heard of this.
What is it? A redhead mummy?
Redhead mummies? I'm going to look this up real quick.
Pull it up and see if I could see it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that either. I would...
This sounds insane. Completely batshit crazy.
Okay, that's what she said?
Yeah, she said these are a thing. Redhead
Without
mummies.
my glasses, Kay, I really can't see too much, so...
Okay, here we go. Yeah, here's an image. The mysterious redhead giants. Okay, look. Of course, it's a picture from 1920, 1980. I mean, how old is that picture?
Wow, that's huge.
Now.
That's a fucking huge thing.
Again, people would say the same thing about Andre the Giant. And back then, people were not as bright as we are today.
Right. That's really creepy. Can you get that on there or no?
No. These guys could be short gentlemen, you know, my height, and this guy could be like a 7'8" person. People like that exist.
Yeah, but that's like...
You ever see the Guinness Book of World Records tallest guy? That guy's fucking huge. He's like 8 foot.
Really?
Yeah, he's giant.
Oh my God. See, that stuff like that creeps me the fuck out. There's got to be something else in their body besides a human.
I don't know.
There is a gray in there. All the tall people are grays. That's it. We're shutting it down. All the tall people are grays. Richie's out.
Richie's out.
Just kidding. We love Richie. Yeah, so I'm going to look into more stuff. Zombies have no souls. They don't have any souls. I mean, they're dead people, but... And that's another thing, too. I feel that could happen if they let go of a fucking crazy disease. If everybody had What's that? That raccoons get.
See, Danimal, I had a teacher, he was 7'2". All right, people grow tall.
Rabies.
Rabies, what about it?
If people had rabies and it was a breakout,
Yeah.
people would be fucking crazy like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but I don't think it like you're making it seem like it would be like a zombie epidemic, and the rabies doesn't spread like that.
If you bite someone, it does.
Yeah, but it takes a while for it to set in, and we have modern medicine and stuff like that. You know, like there would never be a outbreak of rabies
Why not?
because we have medicine to stop it. You know,
Why the fuck can't there be rabies up
you'd
in
be
here?
in a town and be like, "Yo, 4 people have rabies. We need to handle this shit." And they'd be like, "All right, grab them up and we'll fix them."
Yeah, and they fucking kill them and stick them in a goddamn tube.
Whatever they gotta do.
Just keep them contained.
Whatever they gotta do.
Guys, I had a lot of fun, actually. I'm giggling still about my show.
Yeah, this was a good fun one.
I had fun with it. Please don't forget to share this out. Retweet jrabbit55 on Twitter. Also, that is my Periscope. You can find me every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. live here on the Super Ugly Show. I come up with weird topics. We talk about fucking sex and we curse. I am Jess.
Let's give shout-outs real quick to
Yeah,
everybody.
actually, we do have shout-outs.
Yeah, Danimal, Real Heel, Aaron Schniff, Cap, Kay, Low-Key 420,
Maddie,
Colin, Maddie, Josh.
Colin.
You know, and if we missed you, sorry, we'll get you next time. But we want to thank everybody for checking us out. Make sure you're subscribed and tell a friend to tell a friend to go to the Super Ugly Show, subscribe, and watch our stuff. Tell one friend you have, and that'll help greatly.
One more thing. To our dear friend Josh, we did it for your show, last show, and we'll do it for this one.
Yeah.
He's going through a very hard time tonight with his family. His father is very ill. Please go to my Twitter. There is a PayPal to raise money for his family. If you have a little, give a little. Every dollar counts.
It's for funeral costs. His father's
very ill.
Pretty much on death's door, and it's very sad. And Josh has been a loyal follower of the Super Ugly Show pretty much since day one.
Yeah.
As soon as we got on Russo's brand, and
We love you, bud.
we love Josh, and we want to send him well wishes, and also well wishes to Roman Reigns.
Yes, please, well wishes to Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
very
that was
sad
a crazy. I don't know if you guys saw last night. We did a Raw review. It was kind of a goof though, but Roman Reigns, the wrestler, if you don't know who he is, he's like the Hulk Hogan, John Cena of the brand right now, and he came out last night and said he has leukemia, which is cancer, and
Sending love.
it was very sad. So shout out to Roman Reigns and hope everything works out for him, and shout out to Josh. Who would ever thought Roman Reigns and Josh would be in the same sentence?
Oh my God, who never knew?
You know?
You
But
never know.
we love those guys, and
We love all of you.
yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out.
Close it out, baby.
We'll see you guys next time. This is life. I am Jess.